Chapter 12:23. Entering the Gu Formation Openly. Translator, Atlas Studios. Editor, Atlas Studios. Southern Border. The remains of Yitian Mountain. Lord Wu Yi Hai, this way, please. Wu An bowed as he led the way. Fang Yuan nodded. In front of him, an entrance opened in the Super Gu Formation. Please, Lord, enter first. Wu An gave way as he smiled affectionately. Wu Yi Hai's identity was now known to almost everyone in Southern Border's Gu Immortal world. Fang Yuan arrived directly and became Wu Clan's person in charge for the Super Dream Realm. Wu An, with only rank 6 cultivation level, was his direct subordinate. He had to curry favor. Fang Yuan had yet to take over the role, but Wu An had already flown out of the Super Gu Formation, staying at a mountain for 2 days and 2 nights, 100 li away, just to receive Fang Yuan when he arrived. When he saw Fang Yuan, he immediately lowered himself and stuck to Fang Yuan like a fly. Whatever he was asked, he answered to the best of his abilities. If Fang Yuan wanted to kick his butt, he would definitely move his butt over to Fang Yuan's leg so that he could kick it more conveniently. But this was exactly why he gave Fang Yuan a good understanding of all the Gu Immortals who were here from different clans, defending the Super Gu Formation, as well as this current situation. Fang Yuan did not stand on ceremony with Wu An. He entered first as Wu An followed after him, smiling and lowering his head. Many Gu Immortals were looking at this scene secretly. Wu Yi Hai is here. Not long ago, he used Wu Clan's Immortal Killer move and got rid of his status as an Eastern Sea Gu Immortal. He is now a true member of Southern Border, Baquan Feng said as he observed the expression of the Gu Immortal beside him carefully. It was none other than the publicly recognized strongest rank 7 expert in Southern Border's Gu Immortal world. Old Treeman Bade retracted his gaze, saying plainly, "Let's observe for now." Saying this, he turned around and left. It seemed like Wu Yi Hai's appearance was just an insignificant matter to him. Ba Quan Feng was disappointed. He wanted to see Bade's reaction. Wu Yi Hai was here, but he was a newbie, be it in the Super Gu Formation or in Southern Border's Gu Immortal world. He was a newcomer. Wu Du Shu died. Wu Clan only had 1 rank 8 Gu Immortal left. Wu Yong, their strength had fallen drastically. Many clans were waiting to strike, especially the strong Ba Clan. In the past, when Wu Clan was strong, Ba Quan Feng had many opinions about it. Now that one of Wu Clan's rank 8 Gu Immortals was dead, and a newcomer, Wu Yi Hai, was here, he unavoidably had some notions of suppressing him to vent his frustration. Unfortunately, Bade said that they would observe for now. After all, nobody knew about Wu Yi Hai's strength and methods. Bade was a dependable and experienced old schemer. If Wu Yi Hai was naive or had low strength, he would not mind making Ba Clan the main controller of this Super Gu Formation. Inside the Super Gu Formation, there was space inside that surrounded the entire Super Dream Realm, forming something like a giant city. Each segment was guarded by 1 clan. The 13 righteous path forces split the space in this Super Gu Formation into 13 portions. The space that Wu Clan occupied was huge. It was one of the largest among the 13. The only clan that was comparable to them was Ba Clan. Even Tai Clan and Shan Clan were inferior. Fang Yuan entered it, and because he had information provided by Wu Clan, and he had his lackey, Wu An, he did not lose his way. Soon he found his way to the core and met with another Gu Immortal from Wu Clan, Wu Liao. This person had broad shoulders and a thin waist. He looked very brave and heroic. There was a needle-like beard under his chin. He greeted Fang Yuan without any tone of submission. "Greetings to Lord Wu Yi Hai. Please pardon me for not receiving you. I was tasked to stay here." His tone was calm. Pride was rooted in him. And Fang Yuan felt very amused, Wu An and Wu Liao. They both had rank 6 cultivation level, but their attitudes were a stark contrast. Now that Wu Yi Hai was here, all of Wu Clan's station Gu Immortals were here in the Super Gu Formation. Originally, there was a rank 7 Gu Immortal, but since Fang Yuan came, he was sent off elsewhere. Wu Clan was huge. It was the #1 force in Southern Border's righteous path, but it did not have many Gu Immortals that could be used. Every Gu immortal was a portion of strength that needed to be used wisely and carefully in the right areas. Let's solve the main issues first. I am sure you know about our clan's orders. Bring me to refine my two immortal Gu, Fang Yuan said. This was the first important mission. Wu Liao saw that Wu Yihai worked at a rapid speed. He felt a sense of acknowledgement towards him. Wu An quickly ran to Fang Yuan's side, smiling in a fawning manner. Lord, this way, please. I will bring you there now. A moment later, Fang Yuan successfully refined the two immortal Gu. Refining other people's immortal Gu was not easy, but with Wu clan's cooperation, it was a different story. Fang Yuan finally let out a sigh of relief. He knew Wu clan's treasury definitely had immortal Gu that were better or more suited for himself, but he still chose these two immortal Gu regardless. He did this because he had his own considerations. With these two immortal Gu, Fang Yuan could plant his roots into this super Gu formation. From now on, even if Wu clan wanted to move Fang Yuan away, they had to consider this point. This super Gu formation was already established. Every immortal Gu was tightly linked. Changing a single one would adversely affect it. Every immortal Gu that each clan controlled was also the investment that the clan was putting into the giant dream realm. It affected the distribution of power and authority that the respective clans had in this place. Lord, I have prepared some supper for you to eat. After Fang Yuan refined the immortal Gu, Wu An quickly came over and said this to him in a subservient manner. Fang Yuan was expressionless. He responded with a grunt. Wu An suddenly seemed like he had heard some heavenly music. He quickly led the way joyfully. Lord, this way, please. Wu Liao snorted coldly, showing disdain in his eyes. He did not like Wu An's fawning. But Fang Yuan said, Wu Liao, follow us. I have some things to ask you too. Yes, Lord, Wu Liao replied respectfully. The banquet was indeed not bad. The dishes and wines were very delicious. Fang Yuan sat at the main seat while Wu An and Wu Liao sat on his left and right. Fang Yuan knew that there was a possibility of bias and misinformation. He could not listen to Wu An's words alone. Thus, during the banquet, he asked the two of them many questions. Wu An and Wu Liao answered respectfully. After the banquet ended, Fang Yuan gained an even clearer understanding of the situation at the Super Gu formation. There was a vivid picture in his mind. In Fang Yuan's plan, for a long time in the future, he was going to cultivate here secretly. He had to be clear of the environment here. The righteous path and demonic path was different. The demonic path acted freely while the righteous path talked about rules. What were the rules of the righteous path? It was nothing more than just customs created over a long period of time, rules of a game that involved the distribution of benefits. Fang Yuan understood that since he came here using Wu Yihai's identity, he had to settle matters using righteous path methods. If he used demonic path methods here, his enemies would laugh happily, and his clan would distance themselves from him. Even if Wu Yong sides with his brother, he would not be able to endure the pressure. For the sake of the clan, he would need to move Fang Yuan elsewhere. After all, Wu clan was led by Wu Yong. Wu clan was once the dominant clan, but Ba clan, Shang clan, and Tai clan were not willing to be under Wu clan. Chao clan was Wu clan's most loyal ally. But after Wu Dushu's death, the situation had changed greatly. Ba clan was stirring and ready to strike, especially when old Treeman Ba De was the one sent here to guard the dream realm. With just this, Fang Yuan could acutely sense that from now on, Ba clan was going to be his main competitor. As for Chao clan, Fang Yuan felt somewhat of a headache. He came here. He had gone against the agreement with Chao clan. As for what Chao clan's attitude would be and how much support they would give him, Fang Yuan was uncertain. After the banquet, Fang Yuan sent Wu An and Wu Liao away resting alone. Before leaving, Wu An wanted to say some things, but he was very hesitant about it. Wu Liao left quietly. He had an improving opinion of Fang Yuan after this. During the banquet, he asked very precise questions. Even though Wu Liao had difficulties answering them, he felt confident in Fang Yuan's abilities as a result. For righteous path, Gu immortals, their own strength was the foundation, but it was not enough. They needed to be skilled in political methods as well. However, after the banquet, for the next few days, Fang Yuan did not show up in public. He was hiding in his own room, cultivating. Is this Wu Yihai really just a lone cultivator? Fang Yuan's actions were very much resembling lone cultivators. This made many Gu immortals who were observing him secretly make such a guess. Wu Liao was a bit disappointed. He wanted a superior that could suppress the situation, not someone who was purely cultivating. Wu An felt very uneasy. These last days he had invited Fang Yuan with all sorts of reasons, but Fang Yuan rejected them all. He even said that he should not be disturbed if there were no important matters. Wu An could not tell what Fang Yuan's thoughts were. As time passed, his anxiety turned into fear. And behind Wu An, there were also Gu immortals from other clans. They were also very anxious. The reason was simple: the immortal opportunity business. Back then, they could do the immortal opportunity business because Wu clan had led them, colluding with several clans' Gu immortals to undergo this trade secretly. The original Wu clan ranked 7 Gu immortal left. Wu Yihai was moved here. The immortal opportunity business thus had to stop because the person in charge of Wu clan over here was Wu Yihai. Most importantly, he controlled 2 immortal Gu. Wu An was fawning over Fang Yuan so desperately. Other than wanting to gain his protection, he also wanted to salvage the immortal opportunity business. Wu An obtained a lot of benefits from this. Without these benefits urging him, he would not have been so enthusiastic towards Fang Yuan. Initially, interactions between Fang Yuan and Wu An were developing well. But soon Fang Yuan acted abnormally. Wu An was at a loss. So, the immortal opportunity business could not be exposed. If it was known publicly, they would be held responsible. This was an act of corruption. It was information that could be used against them. Without dragging Fang Yuan into this, Wu An felt uneasy. Gritting his teeth, he decided to take a risk.